Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're not and you haven't seen my face before, my name is Ari, that's A-R-I, that is also my DFYNE athlete code. I have been a DFYNE athlete for 3.5 years now, so I've seen the company evolve so much. I'm also a gal with a lot of opinions, so if you want an honest review, even though I am an athlete with them, I promise you that I am not biased. If you've seen any of my previous reviews, you know that I give you guys the deets. Today we're going to be talking about their brand new signature tracksuits, which are launching on the 14th of October. I was conflicted about these when I first saw them. I wasn't sure if I was going to love them, but we have to get into the video to see my opinion on them. But let's just say my mind was changed. I will be trying on all of these new pieces that are launching to show you guys how they fit. We do only have 6 pieces in this drop. So we've got 3 colours and 2 different items. We've got the track tops and we've got the track pants. So I'm going to start with Midnight Black. This is the track top that is launching. This is very different for Signature. Normally Signature is very big, spell out, massive logos, whereas this is a lot more minimal and a lot more understated for DFYNE. Don't get me wrong, I freaking love a big massive logo. Like, I want to be branded, but I feel like it really works well for this item to have the little discreet logos, because the items themselves are, they're kind of statement-y. So I think a big logo would have been a little bit too much on these. So this is the track jacket. It is a sort of shell windbreaker material, but like a soft shell. If you had tried the previous Origin crop jacket, which I will be trying on to compare for you guys, it is not exactly the same material. This is giving a little bit more windbreakery, and it's also giving a little bit more like high quality. This guy here was quite thin. These track jackets are actually like relatively thick, like they will do for autumn, which I was surprised with. It is not just a shell, just a windbreaker. Inside we have some perforated lining so that, you know, you're not sweating. You've got some breathability, but there is actually like, there's a tiny bit of weight to this. I really did expect these to be incredibly lightweight, no warmth to them at all, but especially like in the sleeves and stuff, there's some layers there. So we've got the DFYNE logo on the side, which you can't really see unless you lift your arms up. But I know some girls are going to love that, because I've heard some criticisms in the past of people thinking there were way too many logos on a piece. This has 2, but they're both relatively small, and this one is really discreet. Then on the back, we have the DFYNE logo again, just under the collar. I think it looks really clean, really aesthetic. The jacket does have 2 pockets on the front, and these guys I don't think have a concealed zip. No, they don't. They're just straight pockets. However, the track pants, which I will come to show you, they do, and I love that. The jackets also have drawstrings on the waistband so that you can cinch them in. You can have them either full length, or you can have them slightly cropped with the drawstring waistband pulled in. Normally I do not do that because I have a relatively long torso. I like coverage. However, I think with these, because they are slightly longer, you can crop them slightly. Still like meet and greet length when they're cropped. When they're fully open, they do cover the waistband of the track pants slightly. I'm actually so pleasantly surprised with the length of these, because normally, I swear, every single video I seem to say something about the length and the torso of a garment, whereas this, I think she's great. Let's have a wee chat about the composition. So the outside is 100% poly and the inside is also 100% poly. The inside of the Origin jacket is very similar to the Signature jacket. So are like the drawstring waistband and things. There's a lot of similarities that can be drawn between these 2 pieces. I just think this one feels more luxe and it's a lot more my style. The outer of Origin was 92% poly, 8% elastane. Inside was 100% polyester, which makes sense because the lining looks exactly the same as this one. The outer is a little bit less windbreakery, which again makes sense because this one feels slightly different. In my opinion, I prefer this material. The last thing I want to show you is in regards to the zip. So we've got the little DFYNE logo on the zip, which I love. It's not a Y2K zip, it's an SAB, whatever that means, but it does zip a heck of a lot better than the Revive hoodies, which you guys will know if you've seen my previous videos. I had some criticisms on. I don't like a sticky zip. I don't have the patience for that. This one, she's smooth. We love her. And a really nice feature that I really like that they've added is the option to conceal the zip at the top. So if you zip it all the way up, you can have the top of the zipper covered, which I just think is a really nice touch. I love when the design team add those little bits in that I feel like not a lot of people notice, but they make a big difference to the experience of owning a piece. We've got elasticated cuffs, like I said, an optional elasticated waistband, and just a really cool jacket. So that's the Midnight Black jacket. I'm now going to show you the Midnight midnight black track pants. It's the same sort of windbreakery material. We've got wide legs. However, if you would like, you can pull the drawstrings at the bottom and make them cinched. So they're like a wide leg track pant with the option of making them more like a parachute pant, which I think is a really nice option to have again. I've worn them both ways. I was worried that cinching them at the bottom would make them a little bit too short, but not at all. They're a nice length on me. I am 5'7". I will tell you guys all the details on the inseam length and compare it to inseams later in the video, but they are tall girl friendly. I think they could be short girl friendly if you want to like roll the waistband over, or you're fine with cinching the bottom in, making them more parachute vibes and having a little bit of ruching at the ankles. We've got a little ruched waistband. Inside you have the drawstring cord if you want to tighten them, which is very nice. We've got the small DFYNE logo on the leg. Like I said, wide legs. On the back we have a little pocket, but my favourite feature of these is inside, not the left pocket. The left pocket is just a standard one, like the jacket, but the right pocket, again, design team attention to detail, which I love, is this little concealed zip. So when it's closed, you can't see it, but when you actually go into the pocket, you've got the pocket here where you can pop things, but you also have this little extra concealed zip. So if you want to put any valuables, that's actually quite big. Like I can fit my whole hand in there. I don't know if I'd be able to fit my phone in there. Let me try. So I've got iPhone 14 Pro. It does have a case on it, so I don't think that's gonna, oh my God, phone fits in the concealed bit with ease. Like I think you could probably fit a Pro Max in there. I doubted you for a sec, DFYNE. You never fail to amaze me. So those are the track pants. In terms of pricing, we only get the pricing info in advance in dollars, so I don't know how much they're going to be in different currencies, and the currency conversion isn't exact, but you'll be able to get like a rough ballpark estimate if you want to go online and like type in how much it'll be in your currency. So the track pants are going to be $75 and the track top is going to be $85, which I know is quite pricey. However, I am very honest with you guys. I would tell you if I didn't think that that was worth the money. With these pieces, I really am a fan of these. Like I would spend my own money. I would buy both of these. I think the jacket feels really good quality. I think the trousers, these windbreaker trousers, if you're into like the bodybuilding world, they're a thing. They're a thing that people really like, and I've been looking for ones that are cute for a while. So I would get these 100% with my own money. If I had to only choose one item, it would be these guys. I just think they're so damn wearable and they're so damn cute. But anyway, that's enough of the black set. We've then got Truffle, which is a DFYNE fave. The girls love Truffle. I'm sorry about the sun, but you guys can still see relatively fine. So we've got the same track top and Truffle and bottoms. Just like before, I will insert some pictures of me wearing them so that you guys can see them in like consistent gym lighting rather than like the sun being in my window. It is very close to the original Truffle colour. I wouldn't say it's 100% exact. You guys know what I'm like with like exact. It has to be exact. I'll show you now. So here is the Truffle tracksuit and here is the Truffle Impact top. I did wear this yesterday, so please forgive if there are any deodorant marks. But if you see what I mean, this is ever so slightly a little bit deeper in colour and ever so slightly a little bit more like brown toned. I would say in real life, seeing this, if you saw this tracksuit, you would think it was like a grey. It's not giving brown, it's giving more grey, but it is a really cute match with Truffle. Like, you wouldn't wear the Impact set underneath and anyone think it wasn't a match. I'm just very particular about colours, and it's not 100% because of the material, but it's like 98. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not that deep. It's basically the same. So that was Truffle. Now we have light rose pink, which the girls are gonna go crazy over. I already know the girly girls, the pink girls, gonna eat this up. I am not necessarily like in the demographic of girly pink girl, but I did wear this and I did feel cute AF. I really enjoyed wearing it. We've got the light rose pink track top, same as the other ones, and the trousers. The only thing with the pink is obviously it's a light colour. She's probably gonna get dirty the easiest. I 100% have already got some mud on these. Yeah, some mud down there. Even though I am 5'7", I've said this before, I have a relatively short inseam length, so sometimes I do, if I'm wearing trousers like lower waisted, I will trample on them a little bit. These aren't too bad, and like I said, you can cinch the bottom if you wanted them to be not dragging on the ground. if you were shorter or if you have little legs like me. So yeah, this is light rose pink, and I will show you her next to an Impact light rose pink piece. This again is like 98% match. It's pretty much as good as you will get with different material compositions. I think they've done an amazing job in matching the pink and the truffle. Of course, the black's a black, like it's gonna match. So yeah, that is light rose pink. Okay, I think it's time to try some of the pieces on. I'm gonna be starting with the midnight black. Okay, I'm trying on the trousers first. I'll show you the jacket afterwards. These are how they fit on me. I currently don't have the waistband cinched in. This is a size medium. I did choose to size up in both of these pieces. I am roughly a size small normally. I normally size up to a medium if I feel like they might be too tight or I want to wear something a bit more oversized. With these especially, even though the design team said, you know, you can go true to size, they are made to have a little bit of an oversized feel. They did say if you want them baggy, you can size up. And I am so glad that I did. And even though I did size up, I would still say they're like really quite flattering on the glutes, in my opinion, for like a shell suit and for being a size up. I think they look pretty good. The waistband is not too baggy at all. If I wanted it tighter, then I can use that little drawstring and cinch them in. But honestly, like without that, it stays up. I think a size small would have been a bit too restrictive for me. Also, I just wanted these as like, I'm gonna wear these outside for loungewear, but I am 100% gonna wear these bottoms particularly in the gym. Like these are going to be a leg day staple. So I wanted some room to like actually be able to work out in them. So I am glad that I sized up. This is the length on me. Like I said, 5'7". I'll put in measurements of the inseam of these track pants and then of some other sweatpants so you can do a wee comparison. The only thing I have to say about these, and it isn't a drawback because it's gonna happen with the shell suit, like it's just the material, is they are a bit swishy when you're walking, like they're gonna make a little noise. It's not proper like plasticky material. They've done a really good job, even though it's polyester, it's not given like plastic bag at all. But they're not gonna be silent when you're walking, so if you're easily overstimulated, like just something to consider. I normally am very overstimulated by noise, but because I was wearing these in the gym and I had headphones in, it literally wasn't an issue. So a strange note to give, but just something to consider. All right, now let's try the jacket on. Again, I went for a size medium just because I thought probably better to be more oversized than too small. For reference, I go for a size large in the other DFYNE zip hoodies, and I did size up to medium in the Origin cropped jacket because I thought that I just wanted them a little bit baggier. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so here is the jacket. If I were just to wear it full length, not cinched in, you know what? It is cute. However, I feel like of the 3 ways that you would wear this, this is probably my least fave of the 3. It's still really damn cool. Like, it looks good, it looks fine. But I would definitely wear it either cinched or open. So let's show it open. This is the jacket unzipped. In my opinion, I think that this on my body type looks better than it fully zipped up and full length. So to cinch them, the drawstrings have a little bit of material which keeps them in place and keeps them from like falling down under the jacket when you're wearing them. So you're just going to pull it away from that little material piece, make it tighter, and that's one side done, as you can see. And then the same on the other side. We're going to cinch her in, and then I like to personally fold it under, and there we go. This, in my humble opinion, is my favorite way to wear the jacket. You can see the glutes. You still have waist coverage. If you are gonna raise your hands up, like you will see a little stomach, but if I was just like walking down the street, my stomach isn't out, and that is my preference because if I'm wearing a long sleeve, I'm wearing a jacket, I probably am cold. Not that this is a proper heavy tracksuit, it's like a good transitional piece, but I want a layer over my stomach, and this gives that. This is the little logo that I was talking about earlier that you can't really see when your arms are down, but when your arms are up, a little bit DFYNE, and then it also matches the little DFYNE on the leg. So this is the length of it on me when the drawstrings are pulled. Like, it's giving 90s, it's giving thousands, but it's not in like a cringy retro way. It's in like a cool retro. I'm going to try on the Origin jacket so that I can show you the difference in the two and why I prefer the new Signature track jackets to the Origin one that launched in summer. So this is also a size medium, so you can draw a direct comparison between the two of them. This one was just a little short for me. Yes, of course, this is with the drawstrings done up, so this is like the shorter of the lengths, but I really did not enjoy it when it was like fully let out. It just kind of looked like this. It doesn't have a hip length option. It was either waist or cropped, and I also think that it doesn't look quite as luxe as this one because the material does have that elastane component. It tends to wrinkle a little bit more, and it is just like a lighter weight material, whereas the Signature track jacket has a little bit more structure. So this is definitely my preference, but I knew some people might want a little comparison with this one, so this was the Origin jacket, and I definitely prefer the Signature. Okay, number 2, we've got Truffle. I am not sure if you guys can see on camera, but next to the impact top, it is just ever so slightly, ever so slightly, a little bit less deep and a little bit less brown. So the tracksuit is giving a grey sort of tone. I would say it would also go really well with graphite and impact. Let me check. Yep. It would be really cute together. Graphite is still definitely more cool tone and a little bit more grey. Truffle is still, you know, it's a little bit more brown. It's such a gorgeous colour and I'm so glad they did it in these tracksuits. It is a very good one for the neutral girls. If you're not into all black fit and you're not into the whole girly girl pink thing, then this is the one for you. Again, this is what she looks like opened, and this is her done up full length, and here she is with the drawstrings pulled. And last but definitely not least, we have the one for the girly girls. We've got light rose pink, which again is a DFYNE fave. I feel like all of the colours they could have picked for this collection, I feel like they've chosen really well. It's like the 3 DFYNE fave colours that cover the most ground. We've got the girly one, we've got the neutral one, and we've got the black grungy one. So this is the jacket with the impact light rose pink bra underneath. Full length. She's cute. She's giving girly, but she's giving cool. And this is it with a little cinch action in the waistband. This is definitely my favourite way to wear these tracksuits. I just think it looks so cool. And you can still see waist. She's still giving shape. She's not given too oversized and slouchy where it doesn't look like you have a figure. You still look snatched, okay? This colour particularly I thought I wasn't going to love. I'm not normally a pastel. I like a pink, but it has to be like a rich pink, you know? Light rose pink normally doesn't do it for me, but I think I just freaking love these tracksuits so much that you could give it to me in any colour and I would eat it up. Before we wrap up, I'm going to show you them cinched at the bottom instead of full length, just so you can see a comparison. This is them let out wide leg, and I'll show you them parachute style. Okay, this is really a look, but I've got one leg full length and I've got one drawstringed. Full length, let out and straight leg. She's fine. She would cover the tops of my shoes. If I had them cinched in and more parachute style, you can still see like there is a bit of length. There's a little bit of like ruching at my ankle, but I'm totally fine with that. And you would be able to see the tops of my shoes. So that is the difference. Straight leg versus parachute. I do really love the versatility of this collection, that you can wear the jacket full length or a little bit shorter, and you can wear the track pants as straight legs or cuffed. I just think even though this is a little bit on the higher end of DFYNE pricing, the quality and the versatility of it does kind of merit that in my opinion. I know I'm an athlete and I probably sound a bit biased with that, but I promise you guys I would tell you if I thought the prices were outrageous, and this collection I actually think is worth it. Okay my lovelies, that is everything for today's review. We have talked through all the colours that are launching in the new Signature tracksuit, the details of the track pants and the track jacket. We've talked about what I like, and we didn't really talk about what I don't like because I actually really don't have any notes on this one. For the kind of piece that it is and the type of material, like the only thing I had a comment on was the fact that it is swishy material. That's genuinely the only thing I had to say. That's a reach. That is clutching at straws. I don't have anything negative to say. This collection is such a bit of me. The track pants I think are kind of vying for pole position in my rankings of DFYNE track bottoms, which is like literally bizarre. I did not think I would like this collection as much as I do, but I really do, guys. I said I would be honest with you guys, and my 100% honest opinion is that I really enjoy it. And even though it's pricey, I think it's worth the money. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's review. I am very excited to continue putting out reviews for you all. I'm going to start doing hopefully more lifestyle content now that my uni degree is finished. I am also going to be doing a big DFYNE giveaway at some point very soon. I'm currently sorting through a big pile of stuff. It's right there. It's a large pile, so I'm hoping to give back to you guys, and anyone who has supported me using my DFYNE code will definitely have entry into this giveaway. If you would like to support me for today's launch, if this video was helpful, my DFYNE athlete code code is ARI, that's ARI, and it will save you 10% off of the whole DFYNE website, including these new pieces. If you guys ever do choose to support me using my athlete code, please let me know down below in the comments or send me a little DM on Instagram, because it genuinely means the world to me as a smaller athlete. The least I can do is say thank you to you. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. Any questions about the collection that I may have missed, put them down below as well, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you guys. Bye.